Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mission Report, the Nintendo News Show. This is episode number 26. My name is James, and today I actually only have 4 different items to discuss with you. The first one that I want to talk about is the Splatoon Raiders Direct that happened earlier today. And I guess before I get into it, I should say that I didn't watch the Direct live. I wasn't going to watch it at all until I realized that I probably should in order to make this video. But the Splatoon Raiders Direct was about 18 minutes. I actually watched it in the Nintendo Today app. But the Direct covered kind of everything you would want. Talked about treasure hunting, enemy types, weapons, gadgets, customization, stages, progression, multiplayer, and then towards the end, they said the game is going to be coming out July 23rd. I'm not going to get into every single thing that they said about all those different things. If you're interested, you should probably just go watch that Direct for yourself. I am also just not super familiar with Splatoon, so I don't really know what stuff they are reusing from other Splatoon games, and then what is new to this one. So I'm not gonna be the authority on this game. As far as my overall thoughts, I think that this game actually looks pretty good, and what interests me the most is that what they have here with the weapon variety and the gadget customization kind of makes it seem like the way that I play the game is going to be different than the way that you play the game, and that everybody can kind of craft their own experience as they go. And I find that kind of stuff to be really interesting. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be playing it on day one. I do like that it is only a $50 game, but it'll end up coming down to what I am playing around that time. I know that Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is coming out July 8th or 9th. So there's a pretty good chance that at that time, I'm going to be really, really deep into Black Flag and not going to want to play anything else. So I'll probably say more about that as it gets a little bit closer. Number 2, there are some new additions to Nintendo Music. The first set of additions are for Animal Crossing New Horizons. It was kind of unclear to me what was added with this wave, but the New Horizons tracks are up to 442 tracks for a total of 13 hours and 21 minutes. And then some more Mario Kart World stuff. They called it like Mario Kart World Free Roam Wii or something like that. And my understanding is this is a collection of tracks that are from Mario Kart Wii that you are able to access in Mario Kart World in the free roam area, based off of the way they had like the playlists and stuff organized. The Wii collection here is 13 tracks for a total of 37 minutes, so not super long. But it brings Mario Kart World, the entire Mario Kart World collection of tracks up to 214 tracks for a total of 8 hours and 11 minutes. So go check those out on Nintendo Music. Yeah, and really not a lot of news this week. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the Nintendo Store Summer Sale that is actually going on right now. I saw some really cool stuff in there. Some really great games are on sale. Some stuff actually that I might be picking up. Some stuff on my radar that I don't already own. Some stuff that jumped out to me. Well, before I get into that, I should say that this sale started June 25th, so I think it actually started the day that I posted my last video, and then will finish up July 8th. Yeah. So, both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and the upgrade packs and the Breath of the Wild expansion pass. All of that stuff is 30% off, whether you buy it piece by piece or all together. So that's pretty cool. Hades 1 and 2 are 70% and 30% off. So definitely worth checking those out. Dave the Diver is 45% off. Blueprints, which is actually, I think, pretty new to Switch. I want to say it launched on Switch 2 in February. I want to say it shadow dropped at that direct, but it's 40% off as well. Which that's actually a game that I want to go back to and play some more after it drove me crazy and I gave up. But that is it for the Nintendo Store Summer Sale. And finally, I'm going to close things out with what I have been playing. And since I ended up recording a little bit later last week and then recording at my normal time this week, I haven't really played a whole lot. But what I did do, I finished the Legacy of the First Blade DLC for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I took a 2 or 3 day break, and then last night I started the Fate of Atlantis DLC. And there's some stuff that you have to do to be able to access that DLC, as far as going to some tombs and fighting some guys. I went to bed last night right after you wake up in Atlantis and you meet two characters. I don't want to say who they are because it could be spoilery, I guess. But I'm looking forward to that. I really don't remember a whole lot about that DLC when I played it on PlayStation before, and I'm playing it right now on my Xbox, and I don't think I've actually played it on Xbox before at all, because I got a trophy for finishing the quest that you need to do in order to access the DLC in the first place. So I'm looking forward to playing through it again here. I've also been continuing to pick at Starvox and explore some of the branching pathways and stuff. And I've got to say, I'm not good at this game, but I don't think I am quite as bad as people I've seen saying they're bad at this game. At this point, I do think that I've played all of the levels, and I don't think I'm good enough at the game to get all of the medals, though. So I don't know if I'm going to try to do that. I might try to get some of the medals, but I'll probably be done with Star Fox. Excuse me. I'll probably be done with Star Fox later this week. And that is it, guys. That's all I've been playing, which also means that's all that I have for today. In the comment section, please let me know what you think of all these things that I've discussed. That wasn't supposed to be in there. In my notes, it says, don't forget to check back Friday for my in-depth thoughts on the entire show. That must have been left in there from a Nintendo Direct or something one week. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next mission.